Mental health. One of the most curious and serious aspects of teen brain development concerns mental health, and it's complicated by how we view the sex-based observations just mentioned. Consider a question I often ask my students in lecture. Do you know the peak onset age for any mental health disorder? And I do mean any, either mood disorders like depression or thought disorders like schizophrenia. Nobody ever does. The peak onset of mental health disorders is 14 years of age. About 50% of any mental illness emerges by mid-puberty. By age 24, 75% of all mental psychopathologies are in full swing. In my classes, this statement usually engenders a big discussion because the implications that most mental health issues may originate in adolescent brain development gone awry are extraordinary. Why teens? For the same reasons old 12 o'clock flashing VCRs used to break down so often. Too many moving parts. The wild swings in gray matter and white matter volume, coupled with the unbelievably dynamic brain network changes, are the neurological equivalent of moving parts. Lots can go wrong, and stable mental health may be one of the casualties. Curiously, psychopathologies afflicting adults look suspiciously like behaviors associated with typical teen Sturm und Drang. Wild mood swings, paranoid thoughts, unchecked impulses, all are canonical indicators of adult mood and thought psychopathologies. They are also de rigueur for adolescent behavior. Topping things off, most mental health disorders show explicit sex-based differences. For example, males display antisocial behavior disproportionately to females. Females are more likely to suffer from depression, males from schizophrenia. More females suffer panic disorder. The differences are so robust that noted researcher Thomas Insel declared, quote, "It's pretty difficult to find any single factor that's more predictive for some of these disorders than gender," close quote. When considering these anatomical and behavioral data, the challenges teen brains throw at teen lives become clearer. For individual differences to sex-related behaviors, it's an extraordinarily complex thing to be an adolescent. That's a glib, convenient thing for adults to say, but it underlines a gap in our research. It will be a long time before we'll know how to view the similarities and differences apparent in musty old yearbooks. And, to add even more complexity, there's a whole other issue. Every kid in any middle or high school class has parents and friends and a social structure probably as bewildering to them as ours is to us. In other words, there is nurture to consider, a topic we've so far neglected in this discussion. We'll neglect it no longer.